excited about yourself, how you look, how you sound, who you are, what you are. You have to place a value on your life. Unless you do that, people are not gonna know the value that you carry. Hello, welcome to Motivation Monday, my space, my world, where I get to share from the heart, remember, unedited, raw. I just decided one day I'm just going to have a Motivation Monday. Mondays when I just get to take a risk, and in taking that risk I'm just going to grow bolder and bolder, and I hope that I will embolden somebody else. So I look like I got it all together, but nah, I just took a risk, and I hope that you will take a cue from or a lift from my page, my book, page from my book. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I hope you're gonna just do what I did. Just decided to do something that I would never have thought of. Take a risk, and you'll be very surprised how emboldened you will become. Okay? Anyway, let's go. So it's Motivation Monday, and I'll be talking to you about something that you need to be aware of. Okay, now a bad situation doesn't have to remain a bad situation. I am very particular about studying trends, and you'll be very surprised how many trends, just how you can master your own life by becoming particular about things that happen in your life. You'll be very surprised about trends in your life that you're not even aware of, and if you just allow God to help you, you will begin to track how things happen in your life. Do you know that if you study the trends of your life, you will understand when you're going to shift into a next phase of glory, which means elevation, which means promotion, which means a better you. And if you study also trends, you are going to be able to understand when you're coming into a time of meeting new people, breaking away from maybe old relationships. I'm telling you, it's just amazing how your life moves into new phases if you really study how things move into phases in your life. Sometimes it's by crisis, sometimes it's through conflicts, sometimes you glide into it, and it's always different for different people. Some people laugh into their next phases, some other people it's really mega crisis or mega confusion. Now I had a situation that was just really honestly, it was just unbelievable. And also if you also study trends, I found out that in the last sort of year, that whenever crisis come, I just have so much peace. I began to learn to work with the Spirit of God in me to take seriously how I am feeling in my emotion. All right, so I've had about 2 situations that would have been mega traumatic, but just really peaceful. So I trust the Lord with how I'm feeling. Okay, so this was last week. I had a situation where through words I saw my image, who I am. I was reading a description of myself, and I didn't even know who I was. And this description was coming from someone who should have known me better, someone who should be protective of me, someone much older than me, someone who should be kind, someone who should really never, when you're put in a position, a certain position, you should be kind, you should be protective, you should never ever speak in a particular way of people that are younger than you. You should never do certain things. And I looked at this and I just didn't even know myself. I was thinking, my God, I could not believe it. My world should have crashed. But I looked at it and I'm thinking, it cannot be this bad, and I was amazed at just how peaceful I was. The Lord just gave me so much peace. I looked at this and God began to just help me to look at it very logically. And I'm very particular about the mind as well. Been studying the mind for like 4 years, and my sound mind began to look at this and process it, and it was just amazing, and how the whole thing was turning around. And God began to show me how many times people actually assess you from who they are and the lenses of their mind. Who they really are is what they're talking about, and if you're not careful, you will become who they are, who they really are, and they want you to become who they are, and it's actually themselves they're describing. And oh my God, so I want to just motivate you. Don't you ever accept a picture of a bitter person. Don't accept a picture of possibly an envious person. Don't accept the description of possibly, a jealous person, what they're describing of you. Don't take their words on at all. Make sure that you don't take on what anybody says about you. Okay, you gotta know yourself, well enough not to take on the trauma. Don't take on their crisis. Do not take on their words. Certainly don't. Make sure you master yourself, and most importantly, you have to trust the inner peace that you have. Like I said, you have to study the trends of your life. The peace of God that I had was just really amazing. And also, you have to also trust in the transformation that is going on in your life. I was just really amazed at the response that God enabled me to give to that situation. And I thought that has to be my subject for this Motivation Monday, that I have to say to someone out there: please take yourself seriously. You have to trust in who you are. You have to trust in who you're becoming. You have to not take on words of men. You have to be focused. The very next day, I had the best news ever. I had such great news, and it was news of value. It was news of value. It was news of respect. It was news of promotion. It was news of acknowledgement. It was news of accreditation. It was news of affirmation. It was the best news of my life. I couldn't even tell you. It was news that was affirming my work and possibly putting me in a position of acknowledgement that has not happened to any female from my continent, even in the genre that I represent. So can you see? Often the enemy wants to devalue you because of something that great that is coming ahead of you. So you have to understand right there, where the enemy is trying to bring you down lies your glory, lies the glory of God. So to God be the glory. Remember, this is Motivation Monday. Where the enemy is trying to bring you down lies the secret of your upliftment. So be lifted, be lifted. Understand that there is glory right in that place he's trying to create ugliness. Be celebrated this week, and may this be your best week ever. See you next Monday.